Students, yesterday we have discussed about the technical reforms. Some video, this second video has no sound, so I am repeating that again. New agriculture researches and new techniques are conveyed to the farmers in a village by Gram Sevak. Gram Sevak means those who are ward members, this Gram Panchayat and all the ward members. They have conveying this agriculture techniques will be conveyed to that particular peoples, and they will inform to the peoples or farmers over there. And the next point, the farmer training center is established every district headquarter where the farmers are given training. Means every district centers the training are conducted, and centers are established in every district head and quarter wherein the farmers are given training. Means in quarter means 3 months they will give training to the farmers. Recent information and guidance are provided to farmers through agriculture fairs in Gujarat. Means this we have studied in the last year that Van Mahotsav and all like that. Some festivals have been conducted for the farmers. Then next one is agriculture universities and agriculture colleges established in every state. Agriculture universities are established at Dhanbada, Junagadh, Anand, Navsari in Gujarat. These universities carry our research. Means those who agriculture universities are there, they will conduct their research and all in the universities. Then besides this, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, ICAR, this is very important, Department of Agriculture Research and Education, are active national level. These are the two organizations are working for the research for the agriculture. So next is institutional reforms. Government has discarded landlordism. This yesterday already I have discussed, I think so you have understood, so I am skipping this. Then green facilities like cooperative societies, these all things we have discussed. Then next one is following organizations are operating for the purchase of farm products from the farmers at support price. So National Agriculture Cooperative, so these three organizations are very important. This may be asked in the exam. So that is National Agriculture Cooperative Marketing Federation of India, means full form will be asked, NAFED. Then Gujarat Cooperative Oil Seeds Growers Federation, GrowFed. The National Dairy Development Board, NDDB. Then next is Green Revolution. Green Revolution took place in our country in the decade of 1960, but before there was a time where when there was an acute shortage of food grains in the country. An agrarian country has import food grains. The country was struggling against such independent conditions. The extraordinary increase in the agricultural production because of improved seeds, increased use of chemical fertilizers, intense effort of the farmers, widespread arrangement for electricity distribution, improved facilities in irrigation, etc. is known as Green Revolution. So what is the Green Revolution? The extraordinary increase in the agriculture production because of the improved seeds, increased use of chemical fertilizers, intense efforts of the farmers, widespread arrangements for electricity distribution, improved facilities in irrigation, etc. is known as Green Revolution. This I will explain at the end. Main objective of the Green Revolution was to increase agriculture production. Farmers were encouraged to use chemical fertilizers and insecticides more. This led to attain the target to increase the agriculture production. There has been a record production of wheat and paddy due to the Green Revolution. Where there was a scarcity of food grains in the country, today there is sufficient storage for food grains. Once drought was hazard of regular interval in India. Its adverse effects are not seen after the Green Revolution. Due to the buffer stock of food grains, the conditions of drought of scarcity are faced conveniently. Then the last point, the self-sufficiency in food grains is a landmark of historic achievement of Green Revolution. Today, the production of cash crops has increased and the production of pulses and the cereals has decreased. With the repetition of the same crops, to reach the stage where other countries of the world have progressed using better technology in agriculture field, we will have to be ready for the next green revolution. So I will explain this. Green revolution means at the time of 1960, maybe after the Second World War and all, there was severe drought in the drought in the area, in the country. So what happens is they have increased the production of the crops, increase the production using what, due to the technologies, irrigation and chemical fertilizers, intense efforts of the farmers, means they have using chemical fertilizers as for more creating more crops, means and the main objective of the green revolution was to increase the agricultural production. So at the time of drought, the severe poverty also was there. So because of that, the country has been decided to increase the production of the crops. So afterwards, the intense crop production has been increased on the wheat and paddy. So that is known as green revolution. Like this, one more this thing is there, that is white revolution. So green revolution has been started on 1960. So there has been record production of wheat and paddy to the green revolution. So understood what is green revolution? Green revolution means due to the severe drought conditions of the country has decided to increase their production on the due to the technologies and by using the technologies and by using the chemical fertilizers. And so that what we can do, we can store the food grains in any of the warehouse and out. So because of that, whenever another drought condition has been occurred, we cannot become the unavailability of food will not be there in the country. So because of that, the country has been decided to produce more seeds, more cultivation and more cultivation of paddy and this wheat. So because of that, we can store that food. And if we are storing this after the drought, if the drought is coming in the next year or coming years, we can use it as our resource, means unavailability of resource we can decrease. So that is green revolution. I think all of you have understood. Then next is role of agriculture in Indian economy. We will study in the coming economics chapter about the Indian economy. Agriculture is the main occupation in India. The pressure which India has at the time of independence is now reduced somewhat, however still has an important contribution in Indian economy. First point is it provides employment to about half of the population of the country. Next one is agriculture holds about 17% of the total gross domestic product. Paddy, wheat, oilseeds, cotton, jute, sugarcane, tobacco, potato, etc. are major agriculture products of India. Much foreign exchange is carried from their export. India ranks second in the world in the agrarian production. Industries like cotton, textile, sugar, paper, oil, etc. as well industries regarding the food processing get their raw material from the agriculture products only. So last point, agriculture provides food to the people of India. The Indian contribution is not consistent in the world agricultural market because of the irregular and uncertain grain and inadequate facilities for irrigation. So role of agriculture in Indian economy. Economy means what? In economy means our Indian, means our national whatever it is coming, means through export, through import, through our income, through our we are paying the tax. So like that this economy is creating. You have heard about this economy is going down, Indian economy is going down, economy is growing up. So like that some fluctuations will be there because of the export and import to the other countries, privatization, globalization and all that we will discuss later. So it provides employment, means Indian economy provides employment. Role of agriculture means agriculture provides employment to about half of the population of the country, means in Indian economy half of the population is doing the Agriculture. Agriculture holds 17% of the total gross domestic product. Gross domestic product means what? Gross domestic product means our national income, our per capita income, our whatever the expenses, whatever the incomes what we are getting, that is known as GDP. Means whole country, I am telling, not for an individual. It is gross domestic product. You have heard about GDP, means our our buying, selling, exporting, importing, all are included in this GDP. So paddy, wheat, oil seeds, cotton, jute, sugarcane, tobacco, GDP I will discuss in the coming chapters, because economics chapter it is coming in detail. So paddy, wheat, seeds, cotton, jute, sugarcane, tobacco, potatoes, etc. are major agriculture products of India. So these all are the major. India ranks second in the world in the agrarian production. Means this production India stands in the second in agriculture production. Industries like cotton. So these all are from this, and I will complete by tomorrow. Okay, thank you.